very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Rocky Balboa. Let's just watch that again. Oh, that's good.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Rocky Balboa is one of my most favorite movie series of all time. In fact, right now, it's at the very top. Rocky Balboa, in general, is probably one of my favorite movie characters. He's just so good. Obviously, everyone loves the underdog story, but this old Italian underdog living in Philadelphia, training in this beat-down gym, and like by the end of the series, he's this crazy, strong, heavyweight champion. And it's just great. It's so inspiring. Every time I watch Rocky IV and he takes down the Russian, it's just top-notch, high-quality material. And that is probably like my favorite line. It's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. This is my first video. It's connected to the Drew and Quinn channel, but I'm gonna do a series of just me. And primarily that's because Quinn and I are long distance right now, because I'm at school and it is very difficult for us to film together. And I just have this passion to keep creating and putting things out there and expressing my creativity in ways that I wouldn't normally express it. So I need to keep doing that, and that's why this is happening. I'm giving it a label of Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, however long this thing ends up going, based on my life. I am doing my best to follow the ebbs and flow of my life. Right now I'm going through a particular season that is difficult and trying and has been for about the last year. That's kind of the pattern that Season 1 is going to follow. We'll see how well we stick to that. But this is quite a fitting conversation, especially within the last few days. News of a pretty well-known author, pastor, figurehead out in California, I believe, just committing suicide a couple of days ago, leaving behind a family, a wife, and I think he had a couple kids as well. And that's the reality of the world we live in today. It's said that on average there are 1 million plus suicides a year. I mean, if you were to average that out over the course of a day, that's 3,000 suicides a day. That's staggering, and that's extremely sad and disheartening, and it's a good reminder that depression is a real thing. Depression is not some fake feeling that people talk about. It's a mental condition. And so this video isn't to minimize whatever I say in this video. I hope it doesn't come across as me minimizing depression, minimizing the struggle. I have a lot of friends that struggle with depression. Quinn has been open in our videos before about her struggling with depression. And so I've got to see people struggle with this for a significant amount of time. And I hope that nothing I say comes across as minimizing that struggle. So I'm not here to complain about my life. That's not what this video is about. This video is about me being honest and straightforward with people who are watching this video and can maybe identify with some of the feelings that I've been feeling over the last year. There's no need to go into detail, but I'll give you a little analogy of what things have felt like as of 2019. So things were going pretty good. It was the end of 2019, so December 14th rolls around of 2019. I proposed to Quinn, and things are just super exciting, and we're getting ready to plan the wedding. And then I just enter into this crazy season of life where it literally feels like my entire wardrobe of a life has been picked up and thrown on the ground and stomped on and jumped on, and that's just what my life has felt like for the last few months. Not complaining, just saying how things have been. It's been up, it's been worse than that. It's been a struggle to stay motivated. I've just entered into my last semester of school. All that to say, no one ever promised me throughout this entire process that things were going to get easier. I don't know when my life is going to get easier. I know that in 3 months when Quinn and I get married, things are going to be really exciting. We're going to be doing awesome stuff, and we're going to be married. It's going to be great, and ministry, and just no more school. So things are going to be very exciting, I know, in 3 months, but I don't know if life's going to get easier. I'll have a partner to enjoy life with. No one ever promised me that it's going to get easier. In fact, I'd almost say that if someone does promise you that life is going to get easier than it is right now, they're probably wrong or taking a stab at the dark, because there's no mathematical equation to figure something like this out. That's just the fact of life. I don't care what religion you are, no one can promise you that it will get easier. In Christianity, God is always with us, but God never promises us that life is going to get easier. Something that I have found very helpful is surrounding myself with people that I love and with people who love me. Keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. There have been plenty of days where I've been so tempted to wake up, to pull out my phone, and to just surf social media and sleep all day. But I think the key for me was that I kept moving forward. In fact, it was on the days where I didn't move forward, it was on the days where I sat on my can and surfed on my phone or slept or envisioned a world where my life was easier. It was on those days where the sadness, and if you want to call them depression, I don't know if I actually struggle from depression, but for the sake of this conversation, let's just call it a sort of season of depression, to just let that depression sink in and make me feel so much heavier. And I think the turning point for me was disciplining my mindset, disciplining my habits, so that my frame of mind was that no matter what comes at me today, I am going to keep moving forward. And I failed. I have. And you know what it resulted in? It resulted in a lot of sadness. It resulted in a lot of anger. It resulted in a lot of miscommunication and failure to be the actual person that I am. If you are encountering some life circumstance right now that is extremely difficult, that has you feeling like a pile of crap, useless, meaningless, purposeless crap, you do have a purpose and you do have a meaning, but we can't achieve that purpose until we decide that our mindset is going to be keep moving forward. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good to rest. It's good to find things that will relax your mind, but the fact is you don't always have control over the things that happen to you. It's about how much tolerance you have for life circumstances sucking the life out of you and maintaining that mindset of keep moving forward. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. If you've seen the Rocky series, you know that Rocky is not the hardest, most meanest boxer of them all. And yes, I know it's a fictional story, but it still gets me going, so just deal with me here. Rocky just knows how to take a hit. That doesn't solve depression, that doesn't cure the problem, but it definitely puts a different perspective on life. You can't be lazy. You have to keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. So it's my encouragement to you on those days when you feel like straight garbage. Get out of bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, go on a run, go work out, eat some breakfast, read a book, go to work. Keep moving forward.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
Life is hard, dude.
Me or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how...
Winning is done.
Yo.
What are you doing when life gets hard?
Why do life get hard? Play video games.